Hey everyone, I'm Brad from Press Start to Laugh, and I'm here to answer all of the questions you asked. It is going to take me forever. There's like 400 of them. Anyway, but this is a thank you for helping me hit 100,000 subscribers. I have been doing YouTube for almost 8 years, and I honestly never thought I would get to this point. So thank you all so much for finally helping me get there. These past few months have been absolutely amazing for growth. So thank you all so much. And I got it. This is my button. I actually didn't think it would come that fast. I'm kind of surprised, really. So yeah, let's get to questions. I'm going to try to do this on camera, but that might not work out. So this might just end up being gameplay footage. We'll see. So I'm going to start off with the community post first because I did that first, and then I'm going to go over to the YouTube video and do all the comments on that. So let's get started. Also, I'm going to pronounce your names wildly incorrectly just because pronunciation is not my thing, so sorry in advance. How the hell does an iPad not have community posts? Guess I'm going to have to do this on my phone, so here we go. The Nerdy Guy asks, will you do more story time? I loved your Final Fantasy XIV. Please do DLC as well. Yes, I do have more story summaries coming up. For Final Fantasy XIV, probably not. That series did not do well, and it takes a ton of time to do, so probably not more of that, and definitely not the DLC. But more story summaries, yes. Horizon Zero Dawn is in the works. I'd like to do something for Baldur's Gate, and a couple other games, so yeah. Silver Dragon asks, what has been your favorite character to voice in the What If Talked? Probably Nemesis. That was really fun and unexpected and different, so I really liked that one. I thought that was really fun. Jojo Fitoro. Will you ever voice a character who does talk? No. Defeats the purpose. Ultra Gamer. Will you ever do a character like Ghost from Hollow Knight? Yes. I love Hollow Knight, by the way. Boogaliner. What's your favorite meme? I don't really have one. I don't really do memes. I'm maybe too old for that, I guess. Like, I get it. I don't know. I don't really do them. So, none. Thomas Stewart asks, will you do the No Man's Sky character? Yes. Juno asks, favorite game ever? Why The Witcher 3? Well, it's actually Bloodborne, but The Witcher 3 is great, and I do love The Witcher 3, so it's an extremely well put together game. But Bloodborne is my favorite game ever. Shadow Mix, why are your videos so good? Drugs. I put drugs into the video and it shoots out towards you. Not drugs. No, don't do drugs, kids. Michael Scott asks, don't suppose you could do Okami from PS2? It's been remastered a few times for What If Talked, and thanks, keep up the good work. Thank you. And yeah, I'll do Okami, probably eventually. Derek Monroe asks, how many potatoes do you own? Do you mean like potatoes, like literal potatoes, or like potatoes in horrible PCs? Because I've got a couple of horrible PCs, like one that doesn't even work. That's just like sitting in another room. As in literal potatoes? None. Nemesis asks, will you do a What If Project Delta talked in BioShock 2? Maybe. I don't know. Probably. Eddie Grothwall asks, why did the potato cross the road? Potato launcher. I Has Made a Void asks, for people on PC, can we press Enter to laugh? Or is it strictly forbidden? It's forbidden. You have to press the any key. Total Gree asks, do you like blobfish? What's blobfish? Jared Nikos asks, would you do a What If Link talked in The Legend of Zelda? Yeah. Terminator 2905 asks, are you the only person behind the channel? Somebody replied apparently that I am not, and yes, I am actually. I do all of the writing, I do all of the recording of video, I do all the voicing unless it's like a downtime where I bring in my family to do other voices because I wrote them characters, and that's literally the point of the show, but I still do all the scripting, so I script everybody. I edit everything, and I do all the stuff behind the channel. So yeah, I am the only person behind the channel. Again, the only other time anybody ever's really involved is if I'm having them voice something that I wrote, or I do have a couple confidants that I bounce ideas off of every so often, and then if they tell me they don't like it, I just tell them to shut up. Jay Step asks, have you ever considered expanding the What If Someone Talked series with a What If This Game Had a Narrator series? I know there have been some great games that would have been great for the What If Talk series, but the main character talked. So do you think doing your brand of narrator could pay off in those instances? I could totally see you doing something like a Bard's Tale narrator meets Morgan Freeman or something like that. Yeah, I could see myself doing that. That's pretty cool. That's a good idea. I hadn't really thought of it, only because there are so many games that have a silent protagonist that I haven't really even gotten around to that yet. So yeah, that's a good idea. LPS Heartfelt says, can you revisit some of your old games from My First Hour In? No, the review thing is dead. Sorry. Or how about looking at some of the worst games from the past? No. Aaron Geller asks, will you release a What If Gordon from Half-Life Talked? I'm on the fence about that one. So I know there's some other channels that kind of do similar things to what I do with the What If Talk series. However, I know a very famous one is Freeman's Mind. And that has been going on for like a decade or two. They've been doing that for forever. And they take forever to put a video out, but they're also really good at what they do. So frankly, no. Like, theirs is very similar to what I do. And I wasn't aware of it when I started this idea, but again, Freeman's Mind is very similar to what I do. And frankly, I'll let them have Half-Life. Maybe if they finish everything and it's been a little while, maybe I'll jump into that. But right now I have no plans to do that. eNerd 101 Elite Battalion asks, are you married? Yes. And what's your daughter's name? Which one? It's okay if you don't want to answer the second question. No, it's fine. So I have 4 kids. So I have a boy named Kyle, a girl named Faye, a girl named Charlie, and a girl named Joey. So I have 4 kids and I have a wife. Anglos Stephanopoulos says, Jeff. It's not a question. Hector Palomino asks, will there ever be a video on Subnautica DLC? Is there Subnautica DLC? You mean Below Zero? Because that's a different game, and no, the person talks in that. It's also a girl, I think. So, no. James Kernan asks, are you going to do a What If Talk series on Subnautica Below Zero? Eka Bimon, when can we see the silver play button? I already did. For this great and really funny channel. Anyway, good luck on the journey. Thank you. Eka Bimon asked a bunch of questions, so I'm just going to answer them all at once. Let's see here. Favorite video game character? We'll go with Link. I like Link. The place you want to visit badly? I'd like to go to Paris. Never been to Paris. I'd love to go. Are you a full-time YouTuber? What do you do other than YouTube if not? I am not a full-time YouTuber. It does not even come close to paying the bills. I'm in tech support, essentially. I'm in IT, essentially. What do you prefer most, PC or console? PC. Hands down, PC. Jay Williams asks, have you thought of doing a What If the Security Guard and animatronics in FNAF talked like all the games? Yeah, I've thought about it. Is FNAF still a thing, though? Or is that kind of dead? I don't know. Diego Vargas asks, why did you choose to start a YouTube channel, and where did you get the idea for that whole What If Insert Character Talked thing? I started a YouTube channel because I like to create stuff, and specifically comedy, and I needed an outlet for my comedy, because if I don't, I get kind of anxious, and I feel like I need to do something creative, and so I started a YouTube channel, because I saw some other people who were doing YouTube comedy videos, and I decided to do the same thing. And where did I get the idea? I have no idea. Despite popular belief, I didn't get it from like any other series that I had seen or anything like that. I hadn't seen anybody doing that. Of course, Machinima has been around for a while, but that's not really where I got the idea, I guess. I was working on a Destiny 2 review at the time when I was doing reviews, and I couldn't quite come up with a review for it because it was just Destiny 1 all over again. And I wanted to just do something comedy-wise, and I was like, well, what do I do? And I was like, the character doesn't talk. That's weird. Maybe I should just give him a voice and make it a funny video, and there you go. Britain Productions, what's your favorite video games? So Bloodborne, Dark Souls are my 2 favorites. It's basically a toss-up. I like the XCOM series. I really like Baldur's Gate. So I also like the Divinity Original Sin series. Those are all very, very good games. Miss Hoovian asks, how the hell are you able to make an insane person's voice? Like, properly mad? It's method. I am properly insane. Righteous 073 Key, what made you do this YouTube channel? I was really drunk, I guess. Zephyr, why am I? It's a really complex question, man. I can't answer that. King Isaiah, when is the next Final Fantasy XIV summary? Already kind of touched on that, but possibly never. Again, that series takes a very long time to do, and it is an extremely low-viewed series, as in like 4,000 views on the last video. That's not worth my time and effort. While I would hate to say, I only do videos for views, I like doing all my videos. I don't like just doing a certain type of video. And so I like doing the Final Fantasy XIV summaries, but I also like doing other things. And those other things people are actually going to watch. Whereas the Final Fantasy XIV summary, no one watches. There's no audience for it, I guess. So it's probably never coming. Inoklik, how are you? I'm fine. Clinched Racer 55. It. Okay. Faux Golding asks, what made you start the What If Talked series? Already kind of touched on it, but I couldn't think of a review for Destiny 2. I couldn't think of what to write, so I saw that the character didn't talk, and I thought that was funny, and I decided to run with it, and here we are. Suru asks, what made you strive to do What If This or That Talked? Already kind of touched on it. But going back a little further, the first time I ever did anything like that was called a game Elite Dangerous, where, once again, I couldn't think of how to write a review for that game, so I just pretended to be the character inside the ship, and I called it the Mini Deaths of the Hive Leader. So if you want to look that up, that is like the very first prototype What If Talked. So yeah. Lucas Dittmer asks, what is your favorite video that you made? The favorite video that I ever made is actually there's some Deadpool videos that I made a long time ago using the game Marvel Heroes. And there's also a game called Battle of the Superhero Summer, which was just a joke video that was like a throwaway thing. But I absolutely love that video, and I don't know why. I find it incredibly hilarious. Emerson Shetter asks, how was your day? Okay. Artie Latimer asks, have you done a face reveal? If not, when, if you are? No, I've never done one. No plans to. Seth Roberts asks, I may not be subscribed for long, but you have become one of my favorite YouTubers. Thank you. What if this was a question? Well, I don't know. What if it was? Seth Roberts also asks, how is your day, good sir? There, a question. It's terrible. It's awful. I hate it. I mean my day, not your question. Oren B asks, would you ever make a female What If Talked? If so, would you hire a voice actress or change your voice with a voice changer or by yourself? Yes, I have plans to do a female What If Talked. No, I would not change my voice. I would hire a female voice actress. I also have one in stock, I guess you could say. I have my wife, and I will make her do it. If not, I will make her sister do it. One of the two, whichever one decides they want to take direction from me, it is not going to go well. Arcaneta Diasarwa. I want to ask a question, and the question is, how did you become a popular YouTuber? Is that like an insult? Like, how did you become a popular YouTuber? Or is it like a legit question, like, how did you become a popular YouTuber? And the answer is persistence. And the other answer is persistence. And annoying the hell out of people until they subscribed. That's like the best way to do it. Noah G. Superstar asks, will you do a character in Hello Neighbor? Yeah, I will, eventually. It is on the list. Vlad Villainous asks, how many damn personalities does the Subnautica guy have? 4. He has 4. He has a regular kind of normal one that's kind of silly. He's the one who talks mostly in the first video. He then has a scaredy cat persona that kind of occurs after the ship blows up. He has the pirate, and he has an like gung-ho, go kill him personality. So 4. He has 4. Noah G asks a lot of different questions. How's life going? It's good. How's your summer been? I've been in my house the entire time, like everybody else. It kind of sucks. Will you do What If You Talked in Granny? I don't know what that is. What's Granny? Carl Adderby asks, why does Wibble still let you post videos with her and the kids included in them? Also, is her channel dead? Or how dead is her channel? Really, I don't post kids' videos with her and the kids in them anymore. I will soon, but they're just voices. That said, she likes my videos, so it's okay. And her channel is very dead. It's just dead. She's had like 2 kids since she started doing videos, guys. Demon Caster, continuation of Weird Space Adventures of Savage Planet. I'm not sure. That game wasn't like a super popular hit, and so there's not a lot of views on that video in itself. And I'm not sure what the audience is for that. So maybe eventually, but right now, probably not. Flaming Skull asks, would you consider working with others to voice multiple characters in multiplayer what ifs? Yes, and that is coming up. Saraswati Sinj says, what is your favorite game? Since I've already answered this, I'm going to go with Super Mario 64. I played the crap out of that one as a kid, so that's a good one. Or Final Fantasy VII. I played the crap out of that when I was a kid too. Jonathan Kissel, what is your favorite anime? Cowboy Bebop, 100%. I don't actually watch a lot of anime, so The few I've seen like Full Metal Alchemist and Bleach and some Naruto, but Cowboy Bebop is by far my favorite. Total Control asks, what made you choose to do What If Talked? Kind of already covered that. In fact, what made you start YouTube in the first place? Again, I saw a lot of other people doing YouTube videos and I needed an outlet for my comedy, so here we are. Just a not normal guy. Did you get rid of multiple personalities? You had full voicing Subnautica video. Are you still insane? I am always insane. Yes. Yes, he is. No, I'm not. Dave Gamer asks, what is your favorite game and video you did? Kind of already covered those, but my favorite game, let's go with a different one. Let's go with Ocarina of Time. I played the crap out of that when I was a kid. And video that I did, let's go with a different one. I really liked the video on Mega Man. Not a lot of people watched that, but I really liked that one. I thought it was fun. Godric Son von Gorum. Congrats. Have you ever thought about doing voices for games or movies? Yes. I have done a couple of games. I am hoping to get more, but I'm not actively pursuing anything right now. I'd rather just concentrate on YouTube at the moment, so maybe later. Undead Recruit asks, what will you do if YouTube dies? Find someplace else to go. I'll figure out something to do. Dog Lover asks, will any of the people watching subscribe? I don't know. Maybe. Is that a question? I've heard little people have subscribed. Also, do you have any pets? Huh? And yes, I do. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. Dog Lover also asks, how did you come up with your channel name? I already kind of covered that, but my brother-in-law helped pick that out. And will you be playing with sub types of games? So will I be playing with subscribers on like Twitch and whatnot? It's a possibility. I have a lot of patrons and stuff like that I would like to play with. However, with my busy schedule, it is very hard to get time to play anything at all. It's hard for me to find time to record gameplay for my videos, so we'll see. Shari Cutie Pie 101 asks, what's your inspiration for creating this channel? Also love your vids. Thank you. As I said, other people doing videos. Some of the people that I watched when I first started doing this were people like Peanut Butter Gamer and JonTron and people like that. And I kind of tried to emulate what they were doing, except with different genres of games. And then I slowly evolved and made my own type of thing. Iron Bindi YouTube, are you going to make a game and will you make a video on Terraria? No, I will not make a game. Game development seems like hell. Just no, game developers are treated like crap. And will I do a video on Terraria? Yeah, probably. Wolfo asks, how you doing? Terrible. It's just awful. Robert Miller, are you going to be doing Dead Space Part 2? Yes. Gabe is a tall man. Do you think you'll do a video about the sole survivor from Fallout talked more? I know he or she can talk, but they never really talk in combat, and I think that if a giant 2-story tall monster throws a boulder at you, you won't be staying silent. Yeah, no. I do plan to do some of the Bethesda games like Fallout or Elder Scrolls. However, I haven't quite figured out the logistics of that yet. I know that they talk in terms of having dialogue options, so I haven't quite figured out how to work that yet. I'll figure it out eventually. Bernard Abibo asks, will you ever do a Twitch? I actually have a Twitch. Twitch.tv/pressstarttolaugh. I also might start streaming on YouTube. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe play video games casually without your hilarious voiceovers. I think that would be interesting. So here's the thing. I don't get a lot of satisfaction out of playing games just like by playing them and talking over them. I get my satisfaction from creating a video and writing a script and voicing it and editing it all together. That's where my sense of satisfaction comes from out of this. So doing Let's Plays or something like that isn't exactly my thing. That said, I do have a Twitch. We stream maybe once a week, maybe every other week. So feel free to follow me over on Twitch. But other than that, I have no real plans to do that. Also, I have 4 kids, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. You would be hearing a lot of screaming most of the time unless I do it late at night, which I'm already busy making videos late at night because I need to be able to make videos too. So, no. The Emerald Tower, Micah99 asks, what inspired you to start doing what you do, and do you have fun doing this? Again, lots of other people who did it, and yes, I have a lot of fun doing this. Renee Robinette asks, will you do a What If Doom 3 What If Doom Guy Talked? Yes. Lil Gamer 0815 asks, will you make a FNAF video and will you play Subnautica Below Zero? I will probably do a FNAF video at some point. No, I will not do Subnautica Below Zero. She talks. Raven Bob asks, what if you talked in Portal? Yes. XPM Gaming 697 asks, how did you start YouTube? There's a little create YouTube button where you sign up for an account and you create a channel and then you type in a channel name and then you have to upload videos. It's kind of a complicated process. But yeah, that's how I started YouTube. Norman Gordon, pee pee poo poo. Yeah, usually twice a day. Ethan Thawne, have you ever thought of making Subnautica below 0, even though the protagonist talks? Kind of defeats the purpose. Gaming, how the bad word are you guys able to make boring or bad games extremely hilarious? You just put funny stuff in there. Especially with bad games, it's really easy. Like, usually they have really funny stuff in there if you just take things out of context. Daryl G asks, are you planning on increasing the frequency of your videos? Only if I get to do this full time, which is not going to happen anytime soon. So, no. I have a lot going on in life. I do not have time for more videos. Anthony Herman asks, how does Doom Guy feel about Arthur getting a ticklish teleporter? Doom Guy doesn't care. He's fine with pain. Arthur Herman also asks, not sure if this game would be your cup of tea, but what if Garuda 1 talked in Ace Combat Fires of Liberation? A lot of people have brought up Ace Combat, so I'll have to look into it. Samuel Carr asks, can you do a what if Master Chief talked? I think he does talk, doesn't he? From the Halo games, he does not talk much. I still think he talks, though. The Halo dub movie is amazing. I will put a link. Well, thanks. I'll have to go watch that. Super J asks, what's your favorite color? Probably like a dark red. Kind of what I'm surrounded by. JLC Gamer. Okay, I saw it. Not a question. Duke Nuki asks, how's Benjamin doing? He's fine. Still angry, but fine. Little wormy. Daniel Ryan asks, will you do a character from different first-person shooters like Halo or more Destiny? Also, what is your favorite character to do in What If He Talked? So yeah, I will be doing more first-person shooters, again, if the character doesn't talk. And favorite character to talk, I've already said Nemesis before, but I really liked Doom Guy as well. I love doing Doom Guy. He's one of my favorites. So yeah. Ghost Liquid asks, what does Marcellus Wallace look like? I know that is a quote from Pulp Fiction. I've never seen Pulp Fiction. Never seen it. Tarantino's not really my thing. That's something I probably shouldn't admit on video. I take it back. The Emerald King asks, are you going to do a What If Talked but in a VR game? At some point, probably. That one boy 221 face reveal, or if you've done one, your state of you live in U.S. I'm guessing you mean what state I live in. I live in Texas. I live in good old Texas. And face reveal, I have no plans for a face reveal ever. I don't think I'll ever do one. Yuri Brandenburg, am I your favorite subscriber? All of you are my favorite subscribers. But yes, don't tell them. Brandon McCormick asks, are your If Talk series scripted, or are they on the dime thoughts you came up with while playing? They are scripted. A lot of times I will think of stuff to write as I'm playing them, but most of the time they are scripted afterwards, so I'll go back and re-script them later. But yeah, they are scripted. Leonardo Bertinotti, what if the protagonist from The Forest talked? I don't know. But yeah. So that's all the ones from the community post. I'm now going to move on to comments from the YouTube video itself. Oh, this is going to take so long, guys. Leon Draws asks, first view. That is not a question. Beast Lord Gaming asks, hello. How long have you been gaming for? I have gamed my entire life. I started with Atari. I don't remember much of that, but I do. The first game I really remember playing our Nintendo. I remember playing it when I was very young with my father, playing Mario and Duck Hunt. So my entire life. Harshith asked, congrats. Wait, a question. How did you start your channel? Again, I kind of went through the channel creation process, but fun story. So we started a website, me and a couple friends, and my wife and family members. We started a website called The Hive Minded, and I decided I was going to do video reviews because, again, I saw other people doing them. And so we called ourselves The Hive Minded. So anytime I say The Hive Minded, there's probably a joke there. I've said that in a couple videos. It's an in-joke. And then later on, I became the Hive Leader because all my other friends quit, and I decided to become the Hive Leader. And then from there, I moved on to Press Start to Laugh, which is history. Hole asks, congrats, man, on your way to 200,000. Yes, indeedy. I'm already at 108 as of recording this. Brendan McCormick, you go, dude. If the talk series made me laugh every time, see you when you reach 1 million and beyond. Thanks. I wish. If I had 1 million, I could probably do this for a living, and I wouldn't have to work at a real job. Life sucks. Still LP. Threeter, and can you say yes or no to my answer from the Subnautica 2 video? I am not going to go look that up. You should ask the question here, while it was here, but yes. LB Sonic. Still not a question, guys. Glow Masks. Hello, everyone, I'm second. Wow, this is the earliest I've been. Sad to say you weren't second, but you're second in my heart. Which I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. Zila Tuvar, do you have an Instagram? No, I do not. I don't do a lot of social media. In fact, I'm on Twitter. I think that's the only one I'm on, and frankly, I don't even want to be on there. Cooking with Eli. Congrats. Wow, I'm early to this. 1 minute long vid. Lol. All I had to do was ask a question. I didn't have to make it longer than that. Did I? The FNAF Fun Adventures asks, this is exciting. Okay, can I ask a question? Yeah, that's kind of the point. Okay, if you're reading this, can you do a What If You Talked in Minecraft? Yes. Titolio asks, how long does it take to make a video, and congratulations? Good question. It takes me about 2 weeks to make a video. If I'm able to concentrate and do everything, it takes me about 4 days to do. I have to record footage. Then I have to go back and watch that footage and write script. Then I have to go voice over all the scripting that I did. And then I have to compile it all together. So, yeah, about 4 days. Conboy YouTube, what's your favorite game? Bloodborne. Again, I've kind of been over this. Let's go with a different one. I really enjoyed Kingdoms of Amalur. Really like that game. Yurikzurikzi, why are you so good at what you do? Practice. Go back and watch my very first video. Click on the little videos and sort by like date released and go watch my first video. It's not good. Practice. Practice makes perfect. But I'm not perfect. But I'm kind of perfect. Shadow Killer, what is your plan for life after the QA? Oh, after the quarantine, I'm guessing is what you mean. Go back to normal. Although I would like to continue working from home. That's really nice. Zuriv, are you still working on the Final Fantasy XIV videos? Kind of already covered that. Not really. The revamp-based game and main story has shortened it by a considerable amount. Unfortunately, I've already gotten all the way through it, and I have all the footage, but going through it takes forever, and honestly, I just don't see the point. Nobody's watching those videos, guys. I'm really sorry. If people were watching, I'd keep doing them, but they ain't watching. Igasopod, what is the worst game you've ever played? There's a lot of bad free-to-play MMOs I've played, but let's go with One Piece Online. Go type in the Hive Leader, One Piece Online, and you'll find out what I mean. Hidden Doomslayer 666. Will you do If the Doom Guy Talked in Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods? Yeah, of course. Wes Yeater. How do you do this? You're so good at it. Just thinking what they would say. How do you do it? It's kind of just sitting there looking at the footage or looking at the game and thinking, what would I say in this scenario if I was a smartass? But yeah, and then things like Nemesis where I'm going way off base and way off script, and I just think of like a funny scenario. I'm like, why would Nemesis be chasing Jill if it wasn't because she stars and he wants to kill her? What's another good reason? And I thought of, he loves her. That's why. Suamesh Parita. I am the second as everyone is first. Okay. By the way, my question is, what's your age? I am 35. I am way too old for this shit. Brendan McCormick asks, question, do you have a script for What If Talked, or is the stuff made up on the spot? I think I've already answered this question. Maybe you asked it. I'm unsure. It's been there's so many questions. Yes, I do have a script. I occasionally ad-lib stuff in the booth when I'm in here recording, but most of the time it is straight up script. XP Man Gaming 697, how did you start YouTube and do you like it? I think I answered this question already, didn't I? Was it you? Maybe. I think I already kind of went over the process. But, yeah, I like it. It's good. They Are Ninja. Did you ever go to college? And if so, what did you major in? And if you didn't, why not go to college? So I did go to college. I graduated with a degree in entrepreneurship. And, I don't recommend it. Was not worth it. Flaming King asks, when will you do Death Space Wrath if he talk more? I think you mean Dead Space, and yeah, I just did the second episode. There might be a third part, I'm not sure. We'll see. Pies are good. What is 1 + 1 × 2 divided by 4 + 5 × 2 + 1 + 6 divided by 7? Are we doing this new fangled math that I don't understand and I refuse to do? Or not? And I also do PEMDAS because that's how I learned it when I was a kid. So there's no parentheses, so we do multiplication first. So it's 2, 10... And yeah, so 2 and 10, and then we do division. So 2 divided by 4 is a half, and 6 divided by 7, I'm not doing this. A completely normal human, define a normal question. Well, you're a normal human, you define a normal question. Nitesh Jizo is, I butchered that one. With every video being of A+ quality, I'm surprised it took this long, but thank you. But a well-deserved one. Congrats, Hive. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Scarecrow Master, even though I don't watch some of your videos, I still like the vid. Aw, thank you. Kiro3215, hey man, my question is, what got you started on What If Your Doom Guy Talk series? Like it was requested, or you just say, hey, today I'm going to do this? That that is what I did. It was kind of like, hey, today I'm just going to do this. Raindrop, can you please do a Subnautica Part 4? I beat the game. There's nothing left to do. Console Guy 64. I think an episode or two, or a full series of like games like Doof of Hollow Knight, with it being What If talked. Not entirely sure about the name of the dude you play as talked. I think everyone would like that. It's huge game, meaning lots of content, win-win. Yeah, no, I love Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is one of my favorite games. So yeah, it's coming. Mac Eero, you are welcome. Thank you. Victor Agonic, what makes you think about making these type of videos? Again, just thinking about, does the character talk? If not, what can I make him say that's funny? Jabin Unger asks, what gives you the determination to keep making videos? That's a good question, and honestly, it's because I like making videos, and that's the reason you have to make videos. If you're a YouTuber and you're making videos, it's because you have to like making videos. If you don't like it, eventually you're going to burn out. And the reason I like making, or the reason I keep making videos is because I like making videos. I like entertaining people, and I like making myself laugh. That's kind of the reason for it. Jonathan Kessel, what's your favorite anime? I definitely answered that one. Cowboy Bebop. Random stuff. Why did you change the name from The Hive Leader? I liked telling people I was part of a colony. That's funny. But I changed the name from The Hive Leader because I was no longer doing MMO reviews or reviews at all, which was basically all my channel was up to that point. I had done a few What If Talked videos, and I had done a few random comedy videos, but basically my channel was entirely MMO reviews or just game reviews. And I didn't want to do that anymore. And that was what the Hive Leader was kind of synonymous with. If I said this is a Hive Leader video and it wasn't a review, people kind of got mad. They were like, this isn't a Hive Leader video, it's something else. And so I just decided, screw it. I don't want to do reviews anymore. I'm going to change the name of the channel too, so that people don't expect that. So we're now pressed to start to laugh. And frankly, it's worked out great. The channel has grown more in the past 5 months than it has in 7 years. So Besides random stuff, question, what's next in store for What If Talk series? Like, what are the other characters are going to voice next? So right now on the docket, I have Bloodborne, I have Far Cry 5, and I have my first one that I'm not going to be voicing, which is going to be Pokemon. I'm not going to be voicing that one. I'm going to have somebody else voice that. It's going to be really exciting. Nadella Fabin asks, your content is amazing and I love your videos. My question is, do you enjoy work on YouTube? If yes, then why? I do, and it's because I like entertaining people. I like putting out videos that make people laugh. And even if people weren't laughing, I would still put them out because they make me laugh. And that's kind of important when you're doing YouTube, is you have to enjoy what you do. And I enjoy my own videos. I don't watch them per se, but my kids do. My kids love my videos. And frankly, I would do it just for them. I like making them laugh. Greenfire465, congrats on the 100K. Keep up the good work. Thank you. To Earthling, how much do you like chicken nuggets? I love chicken nuggets. Love them. Anuba Kuhn, congrats on 100K. Keep the cool content coming. I sure will. Box of Biscuits, very normal question. 9 plus 20 equals 4206921. If that's that newfangled math, then sure, why not? I don't know. It makes as much sense as anything else. Amy, how do you make lines for your videos? Do you think about and write them down, or you just say whatever comes to mind? I think about them and write them down. I like to include a lot of references in my videos, so if you pay attention, there's a lot of references, there's a lot of in-jokes. I like to do callbacks. I really like to think about them and write them down. Again, scripting is part of the fun for me. I don't do well off the head. I'm not an improv comedian, per se. I do some improv while I'm in the booth, but really I'm not an improv comedian. There's a very different skill set for that. I'm more of a scripted comedian. If you can even call me that. Some people would disagree that I'm even a comedian. And they're jerks. I'm going to go cry in a corner now. Bird. Smiley face. Lowe's Gaming. Question, you inspired me to make a gaming channel. Hear what inspired you to make YouTube videos. Well, I'm glad I inspired you to make a gaming channel. You should do what you love. So, good job. Again, what inspired me was other people. So again, Peanut Butter Gamer, JonTron. Other people who inspire me to keep making videos. There's a guy named Alex Myers that I really enjoy right now. He's great at what he does. I really enjoy his stuff. But again, what inspires me to keep making videos at this point is making my kids laugh. Eek Ravender, what's your favorite fast food restaurant? I don't know. I kind of like them all, frankly. I'm not picky at all. I really like that Popeye's chicken sandwich. It's good stuff. Ian Chapman says, what gave you the idea to do What If Blink Talked? Again, I kind of been over that. Just couldn't think of what else to say. So I just started making crap up. Also, who or what gave you the idea to create this awesome channel? Kind of been over that one as well. Love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Ginger Max asks, question, will you do if Miles talked in Outlast? Yes. And you commented on my Doom guy was a kid and talked part 1. Oh, you made that. That's awesome, man. That was a great video. Good job on that. Everybody go watch his video. He made a video inspired by mine called What If Doom Guy Was a Kid and Talked? And it's cute, man. Good job. Akira the Wildcard, can you do a If Talked episode of Damien Ex Machinima? It's a Switch game, but it's on PC, and I really want to see what kind of stuff the protagonist would say on the battlefield. I'll take a look at it. The Rival, you're welcome for like 69. BL4Z3 asks, hey, I love your What If You Talked in Subnautica and want to ask, is there going to be a part 3? No, I beat the game, so probably not. Unless they actually put out some DLC where the character doesn't talk. No. The Crusader asked, out of all the videos you make, what was your favorite to do? I kind of mentioned Nemesis. That was a lot of fun. I also really liked the Monster Hunter ones, though I couldn't think of any more to do after part 2. I also really enjoyed doing Division 2, but not a lot of people watched that one, but I really enjoyed that one. Mustafa Bean, where are you from? Texas, born and raised, and still live here. I've traveled around, though, and lived other places, but still in Texas. Doot Slayer 420. Do you know what Kamen Rider is? And if so, what season is your favorite? Well, my brother-in-law's pen name or alias or whatever the hell you want to call it is Toku Nut, and he is a massive Kamen Rider fan. And I honestly don't know what series is his favorite. He talks about it all the time, and I just don't listen. Toku, if you're watching, love you. Hey, Press Start to Laugh, what gave you the I think I peed a little gag? So in my family, we always say if we're laughing really hard or we get scared or something like that, we're like, oh, we peed our pants. So that's kind of a thing that our family does. But I mean, a lot of things do that, like movies do that and stuff like that. I know there was a line specifically, I think in BioShock, where I said someone peed my pants. And that was right at the time when In-Game was released. So I basically that was a nod to In-Game. That line in specific at least. But everything else, like I think I peed my pants. That's just a thing my family says when we get scared or something like that. Or, I poop my pants. It's a thing. Can't Make a Sandwich asks, oh, this happened while I was watching one of your videos, lol. It happens. Question, what's your favorite video you have done? So I've kind of been over that. Another favorite of mine is a review I did on a game, and I'm trying to remember the name of it for the life of me. But I did a rap in it. If somebody can think of that, please put it in there. But I can't think of what it was. Fell Seal. Fellseal. Fell Seal. Look that up. It's a really fun one. I did a rap in it. I thought it was funny. Pro Guys asks, hey, your name is George? No, it is Brad. Griffin, hello, dude. I want to ask if it's not a problem. What's your favorite game? Well, it's not a problem. That's part of the video. And my favorite game, so I've kind of been over this a couple times. Let's go with Final Fantasy Tactics is one of my favorite games of all time. Final Fantasy Tactics. We'll go with that. Sir Stabs a lot. Setup. Like, what's my setup? Are you asking that? So I have a PC. I have the specs, I think, somewhere on my comments, but I just built it like a few months ago, so it's nice and new and updated. My microphone is a Neumann TLM 103. It's an expensive-ass microphone. That's about it. Stuart Wheatley, are you doing a face reveal? No plans to do a face reveal ever. Mike Wilkins, you had to eat something. What would you eat? Wings. I really like wings. Namely, like teriyaki wings. Yeah, let's go with that. Silver Dragon, what has been your favorite character to voice in What If Talked? Kind of been over this. Nemesis. I also really like the character from Astral Chain. That was a lot of fun. Let's go with that one for now. Yeah, I showed the Redhead SSJ, or Super Saiyan, I'm guessing. Doing the What If Talk series fun for you? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. No, I hate it. I would never do it again. I'm going to stop immediately right now. After the next, 800 videos. Hunter M567 asks, my question is, what is the meaning of life? Love. Or video games. Let's go with video games. Corbin Glask asks, question, what is the next video game voiceover? So again, Far Cry 5, Bloodborne, Pokemon. Other ones I have on the list coming up soon are, I'm looking at Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell just came out, and I'm thinking about doing that. We'll see. Not sure. Kelso Carrasco, wow, congrats on the 100K. I have nothing to ask, though. It's okay, I appreciate it. Theater of the Screen, hey man, great shit. Thank you. I work on it. Just wanted to ask, which What If Talked episodes were the most fun to do? Let's change it up. Let's say, let's go with BioShock. That's a lot of fun to do. I wish I could come up with more stuff for BioShock. I tried to do a part 3, and I just can't think of anything else to say to continue to make it funny, so Bioshock. Rigosi. I know that I'm the only one who watches my dream MMOs. Do you plan on doing another one of those in the near future? So actually, a lot of people watch those, but no, I have no plans to do any more of those, at least not right now. They were fun to do, but I think I'm kind of done. Mr. Who asks, congrats on your 100K, man, thank you. Love your video and many loves from Iran. Oh, cool. I remember back in the day you posted videos of the Secret World. I did, and you said that you really liked the genre and the whole game in general. I did. As you remember, the game went on to change its combat system, I remember that, and following its loss of player base, I do not doubt. What do you think of the Secret World Legends in general now? Do you like the combat system? Do you believe the game is dead? I have not played the Secret World Legends in a very, very long time. In general, yes, I remember everything about Secret World. I loved the Secret World. It was my favorite MMO and one of my favorite games. The change to Secret World Legends was not great. That said, I am a voice in Secret World Legends. I am the voice of the scenario operator. I might not be anymore. I don't know. I haven't played in a long time. But I did not like Legends as much. And if it's lost its player base, I don't doubt it. They need to just go back. They need to revert, go back to the original game. That would be best. Michael Scott already asked this in an earlier post. Okami? Yeah, I'm doing Okami. Mr. Mita Saya Bagad. I'm sorry that I butchered that. How hard was if the guy in Subnautica talked? That was hard. A lot of screaming involved. Playing the game, not so much. I love Subnautica. That was a great time. I loved playing that. Icy Bear, am I invisible? Yeah, I can't see you. The Guilty Player asks, can you do a what if you talked and press start to laugh? It's kind of what I'm doing right now, isn't it? Timothy Diker, have you ever thought about doing Call of Duty voices? I mean, do they talk? If so, then no. I'm sorry, I can't say that. I don't know how to say that. Who is your favorite character to voice? Let's go with Deadpool. I did some Deadpool videos for Marvel Heroes a long time ago. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed voicing Deadpool. Arturo Gomez asks, how old are you? Sound like 30 or 20. I am 35, so thank you. Terminator 2905 asks, in the video What If talked in blank, do you sometimes feel crazy, weird? How do you feel in general when doing them? So talking to yourself is weird in general, but you kind of get used to it. I've been doing this for a long time, so sitting in a booth and sitting there yelling at nothing is kind of funny. I don't know. It doesn't feel weird. You get used to it. Mind Productions. Wow, early. Okay. Jay Williams asks, have you ever thought about doing the FNAF games, both the security guards and the animatronics? Yes. Mind Productions. Why did you decide to do voices? I've always kind of done voices. I started doing them in college when I was actually in a band and I had a bunch of recording equipment, and somebody said, hey, we need a voice for a game. You have some recording equipment. Can you do that? And I was like, sure. And it was just like a little college project game. So I voiced in that, and I've always kind of done voices ever since. Jackson Killander, how long did it take to get to 100,000 subs? It took me 7 years to get to 70,000. At my 7-year anniversary of my YouTube channel, I had 70,000 subs. And when I switched over the channel name, I was at 75,000. So that was months later. That was 5 months ago. In 5 months, I have gained over 30,000 subscribers. So it took me 7 years to get to 70,000 and 5 months to get over 30. So a little under 8 years, but again, things are growing at a very rapid rate now. So yay. Copley Bradford asks, what's your favorite game you have ever done a video on? Favorite game I've ever done a video on is Bloodborne. But in Press Start to Laugh terms, I really liked Journey to the Savage Planet. Like, has anybody played that game? It's really fun. Games I wish I had played. Another game I wish I had talked about and done a video on is Control. You ever play Control? Control's really good. Legendary Kid YouTube, what is your favorite game to play? So I like MMOs in general to play, like in my off time. I really like that. But let's go with Subnautica. I really enjoyed Subnautica, and I really enjoyed playing it a lot. I really did. Scontage, you can make What If You Could Talk in Rage, not the second one, the first one. Okay, I'll look into it. Ultra Gamer, are you going to voice a character like Ghost from Hollow Knight? Yes, I think I've already answered that one. Super J, you deserve it, dude. Keep it up. Thank you. Zero Light, can you please do another Destiny 2 video? Talk over, because I really enjoy them. Now my real question, what is your favorite video game? You know what, let's go with Control this time. I like Control. Control is really good. Thomas Stewart, will you do the No Man's Sky character? Yes. Christopher Pearson, will you continue to do What If Jack Talked in Bioshock Part 3? Probably not. I might come back to it some other time, but right now, I I've tried. I can't crack the script. I can't make it funny. So, no. Kaylin Everhart University, how do you deal with copper, and why did you start your channel? I don't know what copper means. I don't really deal with copper. But I started my YouTube channel because, again, I needed a creative outlet. Coolbird asks, when you started to upload YouTube videos, did you start to feel nervous? Yeah, I did. Uploading videos to YouTube is very nervous. I get nervous every time I upload a video. I'm like, how are people going to react to this? Are they going to like it? Are they going to hate it? I don't know. So yeah, it's always kind of scary. Thomas Stewart comes back, and the security guard from FNAF. Yes, I am. Zachary Sudas, Far Cry 5 was in the background. Are we going to see something from that? Yes. Necromancer YouTube. So what was your favorite character to voice, and how to manage to always say the funniest things that makes it sound like that came off the top of your head? So that's voice acting. Just trying to make sure that it sounds like it came off the top of your head, because that's what talking is just saying stuff off the top of your head. So yeah, it's kind of just acting it. But, you just write it how you would say it, I guess. I don't know. Braden Millett asks, do you like your dino nuggies? Can't say I've ever had the dino nugs. Maybe I'm just too old. The furry under your bed. You're welcome, my dear fellow. Your videos are really funny. I just thought it would be a meme thing, but no, it came out to be something really funny, so mainly thank you. Well, you're welcome. I appreciate that. HYT Killer asks, what was your favorite game that you have played? I've answered this one a couple times, so let's go with something new. I really like to play They Are Billions, the RTS zombie game. I really like that one. Let's go with that. Gravity Cypher asks, will you do a What If Doom Guy talked more in the Doom Eternal DLC when it comes out? Of course I will. John Batty asks, congrats on the milestone. For my question, you did a series a while back where you looked at and reviewed anime that focused on MMOs. A couple of them got some abridged series that were really good. You're thinking about Sword Art Online. You ever think about looking at those? So I won't look at the abridged series more than likely, because those are comedy series. There's really nothing for me to say about a comedy series when I'm trying to do comedy. That doesn't make sense. But I'm going to look at more anime, I'm sure. The Furry Under Your Bed asks another question. What made you want to make videos, and why did you choose to make a voice for the character? So I kind of just pick games at random for the most part. I might try to grab one that are new, because that's how you get views on YouTube, is you pick new games that are hot. But again, why did I want to make videos? I needed a comedic outlet. And again, right now I make them because it makes my kids laugh. And I like that. Rocco Bourne, do you create a script for your videos, or is it all on the spot? It is scripted. Again, I wish I could say it was all on the spot. It would make this a whole lot easier, but no, it is scripted. Why do I do this to myself? Victor HLO asks, which What If X Talked character did you have the most excess material for? Oh, that has got to be Subnautica. I had a lot of material for Subnautica that I ended up cutting, because those videos were long. And there was a lot of running around just grinding materials for stuff. And I didn't find that funny ever. Like, I just couldn't make it funny. So there was a lot of stuff that I got cut. Caleb Timmis asks, how did you get the name for your channel? Again, that was all on my brother-in-law. I think he was looking up like video game terms, and he was like, press start. He's like, what about press start to laugh? That kind of gets the concept across that you're doing video games with press start and comedy with the to laugh. So there you go. Joel Collar says, you're most welcome. Go out and celebrate, man. You earned it. Thanks. I did go out and celebrate a lot. Eric Kuz asks, I butchered that, I'm sorry. Do you still keep in touch with Fever? I do. Did he quit YouTube? I think he did. I found your channel through him a long time ago. You're both my favorite people here. Well, thank you. I wish he would come back. I love Fever. Don't know what he's up to right now. I haven't talked to him in a couple months, but I do keep in contact with him. That said, I can't speak for him. Leonardo Bertinetti asks, are you going to make a video on Grounded or Remnant from the Ashes? They're pretty neat, I think. They are very neat. I've played both of those games. However, the characters talk in those, so I'm not sure I can add anything to them. Edgar Davis asks, question, what motivates you to continue making videos? Again, making my kids laugh. Or the money, the fat YouTube money. There's no money in this. Because I love them, and you should be motivated to continue. Well, thank you. Davis Ramsey asks, what was your favorite What If Blank Could Talk? My personal favorite What If Blank Could Talk? Let's go with, I'm going to change it up, and let's say Shadows of the Colossus. It's a fun one. Jacob Schreiberman asked, what got you into gaming originally? Well, I was a kid, and I was also a very antisocial kid. I've been pretty antisocial all my life. I'm not super social. I like having like a core group of friends. So gaming was just natural. Gabe is a tall man. Do you think you might do a role if your survivor talked in Fallout? I've answered this one. So yeah. Liquid PL. Do you miss being the hive leader? If not, why? I do not. The hive leader, was a different kind of thing where I would have to play an MMO and come up with criticisms and stuff. And I'm not a very critical person at all. I don't like criticizing things whatsoever because I find the good in just about everything generally. And I don't miss it at all because there was just people wanted critical reviews and I'm not a critical reviewer and they didn't want comedy and I'm a comedy person. It was like, I don't want to do this anymore. David Wolford asks, question, what gave you the idea for the If They Talked? Answer that one. Alpha Kai, what's your favorite game? Let's change it up and let's say Breath of the Wild. I liked Breath of the Wild. Blackout Studios, can you do a What If Mr. X Talked? Yeah, I've thought about it. Not entirely for sure there's enough there, though, to make a full video. Like, I think he's in the game, cutscene-wise and whatnot, for like a couple minutes at most. Now, he pops up in gameplay and whatnot, but I'm not sure there's enough there. That's kind of my major problem. Juno asks, what does your family think about your YouTube career? Their first thoughts when you told them. So again, I've been doing this for almost 8 years now. My family did not take this even remotely seriously until about a year ago. So, again, this is not my main career. I don't do this full time. So they still don't take it super serious. But now that it's growing bigger, they're starting to take it a little more seriously. They're like, wow, what's going on with every time I talk to them or something like that, like, what's going on with YouTube? How's YouTube going? They didn't used to ask that before, so that's good. Ewan asks, are there still any MMORPGs you still play on a day-to-day basis? And have you ever thought about making a comedy series around them similar to your past few Hive Leader guides in MMOs? So yes, I do play MMOs regularly. I'm catching up in World of Warcraft before Shadowbringers releases. I still play Black Desert. I still play ESO. I still play Guild Wars 2. I still play a lot of MMOs. And yes, I do have some Guide 2s in the works. You'll probably see them in a couple months, I bet. But there will be some MMO-related content at some point, but it's still not going to be like a review. It's just going to be like a comedy guide to type of thing. Total Agree asks, do you like to blobfish? I've already did this. I'm going to say sure. Why not? Gabriel Romero asks, how did you come up with content for your YouTube channel originally? Originally, a lot like a lot of other people who start up YouTube, you kind of copycat other people, but you do it with your own kind of style. So like I was copycatting Peanut Butter Gamer and JonTron. I was trying to be them, but with my own slant, but I was still pretty much them. Like, at the time, I thought I was super original. Going back and looking at it now, I'm like, I was a cheap imitation of what they were doing. It's kind of sad, really. Super Saiyan 4, Goku Black voice acting, I'm guessing. Are you going to do what if your character talked in Subnautica Below Zero or even Xenoverse 1 and 2? So maybe Xenoverse. I don't think they talk in that, but not Below Zero. Sorry. Dean Y. Prod asks, question, what if is the What If Talked that had the most fun recording? Amazing content, by the way. Okay, the most fun recording... that would probably be Subnautica, coming up with the different voices that were in my head. That was a lot of fun, just trying to come up with the voices. That script I was actually super concerned about. I didn't think it was going to be all that good until I got into the booth and started working on it and coming up with the voices. That's when I finally thought, okay, this could actually be a decent video. Before that, I thought it was going to suck. Robert Miller, do you have plans to continue the Dead Space voiceover? Yes, I do. Isabel Pacifica. Congratulations, I love the focus on fun instead of drama and controversy. Thank you, I do as well. I do not like drama or controversy whatsoever. And I do have a question. What was your first memorable game or your favorite as a kid? I remember playing a ton of Kirby's Dream Land, I believe, on the Nintendo. I played a lot of it, making up like scenarios in my head. I played a ton of that game as a kid. A ton. I also played a lot of the original Final Fantasy. Like making my friends as characters and whatnot. I played a ton of that too. Play button. How did you come up with the What If Talk series? Kind of been over that. P.S. Love you, man. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Elon Ken. No question here. I participated in the first one years ago. Yes, you did. You've been around for a long time. I recognize your name. Just came here to congratulate you once again on the new milestone. Best of luck in the future. Thank you. Lego Bots 122. Can you make a What If Arced character could talk? Probably at some point. Astralis. What is your current favorite game? No matter if MMO or not. So my favorite game right now to play is Bloodborne. I've also been playing a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn lately for a story summary coming up, but that is a great game. I love that game. Shiraz V, when did you start YouTube videos? So, technically this channel started a little under 8 years ago. However, I had a channel before this that I did back in college back in 2006 and 2007, where I did a bunch of skit videos that are no longer on YouTube. They are terrible. They are awful. But I did start doing YouTube videos in 2006 and 7. They were terrible. I am so glad they're gone. William Rolfing, what was your favorite video to make? Let's change this up. Let's go with Everjane. That was a fun one. I really liked that one. Ileana S. Is the footage here a hint that you're going to do a What If You Talked in Far Cry 5? Yes. Demon Killer 193. How did you get the idea for the make a What If Talked? Again, kind of already been over that one. I had nothing to say for a review, and I just decided to roll with something else, and it turned out to be a big hit. Noah G. Superstar, love this video. Appreciate your hard work and dedication toward all of this and what you do for us. Hope you are doing well and have an awesome summer. As always, stay strong and stay healthy. Sure will. Zilliam asks, which of your children is your favorite? My guess is Princess Unicorn. So that is Faye. She is the second to middle. So I've got Kyle, Faye, Charlie, and Joey. Let's go with Joey because she is not old enough to talk back. Stop talking back to me. Nobody asks. It's kind of funny. Have you ever thought about doing a What If You Talked in SCP containment breach? Yes. Noah G comes back again saying, how's life going? Pretty good. Will you play What If You Talked in Hello Neighbor or Granny? I don't know what Granny is, but yes on Hello Neighbor. How have you been all in all? Again, good. Do you think COVID will eventually blow off? I hope so. Can I get a shout out? Big fan. Everybody, Noah G, Superstar. MV asks, why is What If This Guy's Talked just asking? Yes. Guns and Fun. Why are you so funny? What inspired you to make these YouTube videos? I have no clue. I don't know what makes a person funny. I don't technically think I am funny myself. I don't know. It's a really weird question to answer. I don't know. MB, I don't usually comment, but can you do like Fallout New Vegas? Perhaps. Stephen Nichols, what inspired you to do YouTube this way? Again, just other people doing this. What inspired me to do YouTube now, as Press Start to Laugh, was because I tried it out on the Hive Leader, and What If Talked was my most viewed videos. So there's the thing for you. If you ever wonder why I switched from the Hive Leader, I did the Hive Leader for 7 years, and I did MMO videos for the majority of them, like 200-something videos. 190 of them were MMO videos. And my most viewed videos were like the 5 What If Talked videos I ever did on that channel, or when it was called the Hive Leader. Those were my most viewed videos. So there you go. Randy Raman asked, what happened to my Dream MMO series? Will we see other game dev design ideas? I would be hooked on those. That died with the Hive Leader. So no, I have no real game dev design videos in mind. I don't really want to be a game dev or want to design a game. I have no interest in that whatsoever. I'll leave that to other people. Cole Johnson asked, my question is how the change from the Hive Leader to Press Start to Laugh has been. Very good. And has it gone the way you hoped? Even better. It has really helped me take off. Again, about 10,000 subs a year while the Hive Leader, and in 5 months I've gotten over 30 as Press Start to Laugh. So even better than I'd hoped. I would frankly was hoping to hit 100,000 by mid next year. And the fact that I hit it in only 5 months was great. President of Toolish, are you a gamer? I don't know what that means. I play games, but am I a gamer? That's a different question, I guess. What is a gamer? Like, I don't get mad at certain things that gamers get mad at, so no, maybe. Oh. Awesome Sauce, are you doing a What If You Talked in Subnautica Perry Part 3 DLC? So again, there is no DLC for Subnautica that I know of. If you're talking about Below Zero, no. Omega Gaming, you are freaking awesome and deserve even more subs. Thank you. It's not a question, but thank you. The Slayer, are you going to do more episodes of What If Doom Guy talked more in Doom Eternal when the DLC comes out? If so, can you use the classic Marine skin, please? I mean, I could. I'll be in first person, so I'm not entirely for certain it's going to be showing up too much, but I'll think about it. And yes. Brimpo, I'm just glad you've had this chance to flourish, man. Your content is A1. Is that like steak sauce? Because I would love a steak right now. That said, what future series do you have in mind? I'm honestly curious. I am actually really excited to do Bloodborne. Bloodborne is my favorite game, and I haven't done it yet because it is my favorite game, and I'm afraid to do it, but I'm really excited for it. Cub Gaming 417 asks, how do you commentate as good as you do? Again, write a script. That's all it comes down to. Just write a script and work on writing scripts. That's it. Haunting Demon asks, why do you hate me? Oh, so many reasons, Haunting. So many reasons. By the way, Haunting's one of my mods, so I'm allowed to say that. And he's allowed to hate me too. And he does. The Weird One asks, can you do a What If Steve talked in Minecraft? I will eventually. Thomas Lachman, I can't pronounce that name, I'm sorry. What inspired you to start with YouTube? Again, kind of been over that one already. Error Prototype. Have you ever thought about being a voice actor? Yes, I have. I have tried. I've done some auditions. I have been in a few games. I've done some commercial work. I have done a few different things, but frankly, it's a different kind of world out there for voice actors and YouTubers. And it's not something I'm currently working on actively right now. I haven't done an audition in a long time, even though I get requests to like, hey, do an audition. And I just don't do them because it's not something I'm actively working on. Gabe the Wolf asks, what was your favorite video to work on? Let's change it up and we'll say the story summary of The Last of Us. That was a lot of fun. I hadn't played The Last of Us until that, and it was really enjoyable. I enjoyed that a lot. Bob Petter asks, congrats, Hive. I first came to your channel because you were filling in for the Lazy Peon. I remember that. That was a fun one. Over on his channel, do you have any idea for doing a collab with Lazy Peon Force or Fever, any or all of them? That would be great. I would love to do something with them again at some point. Since I'm not in MMOs anymore, I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen, but I might grab them and pull them into something that I do. I don't know. But yeah, no, that would be great. Mickey Dicey asks, first of all, congratulations for reaching 100,000. Thank you. I absolutely love your videos. Thank you for your content. It has helped me through some difficult times in the last year. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to help. Here's my question. Can you please make an episode of the Far Cry series or Hitman? Far Cry is coming. Hitman is one that I've thought about. I know that most of these games have a protagonist who talks, or at least somewhat. However, I can imagine what you would make them think from your perspective. Have a nice day from Germany, and sorry for my poor English. Never apologize for your poor English. I can't speak a second language. If I tried, it would be terrible. So never, ever, ever apologize for speaking a second language poorly. You at least speak a second language. James Seaver, what types of games do you prefer to play? I like a lot of MMOs, and then I like action RPGs generally. Does anything change when you make a What If X Could Talk series? Other than the obvious of they need to be silent, does anything else change? Not sure what you mean by that, but no. Maybe? No. I don't think so. River Mori, what's your favorite game you've done a video of? Let's change this up. And let's say I really liked the Final Fantasy Story Summary series. I really enjoyed making those. I wish more people watched them. I wish anybody would watch them. They are fun videos, I feel like, and just nobody watches them. It's so sad. Iron Bindi TV, I have answered your question before, but hi. Zen Exile, well, look at this fancy brush right here. Aw, Zen. You've been around for a while. You gonna hang that play button off your neck like a discount Flava Flav? I was thinking about it, but frankly, I'm just gonna replace my kids' pictures on the wall. It is my new favorite child. Ruck, does your family sometimes walk in while you're doing your voiceovers? No. I record in a booth now, so no, they don't. If I'm in here, they know I'm in here, and they don't walk in here. Nobody comes in here because I have expensive microphones and stuff in here. They don't even come in here at all. The Squid Alchemist, will you be making a video of what if the deputy talked from Far Cry Fire, the captain from Far Cry New Dawn? Yes and yes. Steve DeWizard, how are you so funny? Drugs, I guess. Let's go with that. LNG Renegade, how far did you think your channel would get in subscribers? I honestly never thought I would get to 100,000 if I thought I would quit before then. Honestly, by the way things were going before, I thought I would quit. Plain and simple. Jake Stormwell, will you be making another episode for Subnautica? No. Exeter Inet, yes, you did 100K. I did. But can you do it? What if the character talked from Astral Chain talked too? So again, whenever I think about doing a part 2, you have to remember that you have to look at how the first part did. If it didn't do that well, there probably won't be a second part. Second parts always do worse in views than first parts. So if the first part didn't do well, the second part isn't going to do any better. And so it kind of doesn't make sense to waste my time there. I would love to if other people would watch the video more. So maybe someday if that video gets more views later on down the line, I might. But as of this moment, no. Joshua Jin, So I know you're online mostly channel, but I was curious, what's your favorite non-online game or some other games you like? Non-online games, so like board games or something like that? Or just like non-online games in general? Like I do a lot of non-online games. Like I love Bloodborne, but that's kind of an online game, I guess. Again, I like a lot of non-online games, Horizon Zero Dawn, stuff like that. But yeah, I also like board games. I like playing board games with my friends. Those are fun. Brandon Skipper, congrats. By the way, have you ever played Metroid Last Light? Yes. It would definitely work for your What If Talked series. I would love to do the Metro series. However, they all take place in, Russia? I can't do accents to save my life. If it was like, somebody was like, do a British accent or I'm going to, kill your family, my family's gone. They'd be dead. I could not do a British accent to save them, let alone Russian or any other type of accent. Just ain't gonna happen. Kinzik asks, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? 3. Dragon of Shadow asks, it's been quite a long time since the last time you made a funny guide. It has been a while. Are there any plans to make more of those type of videos? Yes, I do have one in mind. I had been working on one for Valorant, and it ended up being an exact copy of another one I had made a long time ago. But I do have another one in mind coming up soon. I hope probably in like 2 months or so. Emerson Shetter, do you have any pets? Yes, I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. Magma Rocks, how long would it take to record a video? So it takes about 2 to 3 days to record footage, depending on the length of the game or something like that, or how hard the game is or whatever. But it can take usually like 2 days. To record vocals, it takes about 2 hours, depending on the size of the script. It takes about a day or 2 to script. It takes a couple hours to voice, and then at least a day or 2 to edit. Brandon Durgan, really loved your What If Doom Guy Talks videos for both Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. My question is, do you plan on continuing that series in the upcoming DLC campaign for Eternal? Yes. Joseph Grosenberg, how's life treating you? It's terrible. Hate it. Dakota Porter asks, do you like Warhammer 40k? If so, what's your favorite faction? For Warhammer 40k is a series that I have not really gotten into. It's just something I wish I had gotten into, and I never have, and I really would love to. They need to make a really good game for it. I don't think there has been a really good Warhammer 40k game, unless I'm missing something. Maybe there is. I don't know. It's a series I need to get into. Thomas Ventry, hairy arms or legs? Are we talking about on my significant other, or are we talking about on me? Because I have both. I'm a hairy person. If I had to choose between hairy arms or legs on my significant other, I'd choose arms. Drew Pickle, what's your favorite video game? Let's change this up and let's go with Rocket League. I really like Rocket League. It's a lot of fun. Brady Osborne, I have a really important question. What made you want to start YouTube? Again, I have been doing YouTube type stuff for a while. I wrote comedy before I started this channel. I just need an outlet for my stuff. I need an outlet for my creativity, and this is the form it took. I'm so sorry. Ryan Eckler, can you do a What If the Night talked in Hollow Knight? I will. George the Wizard, what is your favorite racing game? It's Mario Kart. It's always Mario Kart. Always Mario Kart. Jason O'Fee. Hi, Jason. If you could live the life of a video game character, who would it be? Let me think. I don't know. I have no clue. GLC Gamer. Q&A question. Can you or do you face reveal? No, I have no plans to do a face reveal ever. Mn14, glad to hear about your success. I found your channel before Doom Eternal came out. Now, What If Doom Guy Talked is one of my favorite playlists, and I'm so glad I am one of those 100k subs. Thank you. Couldn't decide which question to ask, so I'll let you choose from one of the below. What would you say the best and worst thing about a YouTube channel what would you say is the best and worst thing about running a YouTube channel like PSTL? That I don't have enough time to make more videos. Any plans on making an analysis video for Ready Player One like you did with Sword Art Online or Log Horizon? You know what? That's a good idea. I think I will. Daw asks, are you, and let's game it out, the same guy, or are you Anthony? Yes. No? I don't know. Q&A question. Will you do a What If Isaac Talked in Dead Space 2? I think he talks in Dead Space 2, but if you're talking about part 2, the answer is yes. I put it out a couple days ago. In Blixt, grats. I would love to hear the how it all started kind of vid with your usual comedic style. Maybe I'll do that. Assassin 56111. What game are you playing right now in this video? Far Cry 5. Blade GT, been here since you had 50k subs. Man, that has been a long time. I am so sorry you've been here for so long. But thank you. Seth Prince asks, what is your general process method for making your videos? So again, I play the game first. Then I go back and watch footage and create a script based on the footage. Then I go and voice it in my booth here. And then I put it all together. So yeah, that's about it. DS Javan, how do you think of all the jokes in your videos, e.g. Subnautica? I just watch footage and think about what I would say if I was a complete and utter idiot. Which I am. Renee Robinette, will you do a Doom 3 What If Doom Guy Talked? Yes. Joe Mama, it's my B-Day. Happy birthday. Titan 101, my question is, 1, how are you doing? Fine. 2, how are your various game avatars doing, mentally speaking? Not great. None of them are any of that. All of them are insane. All of them. Shishino SOS, which character that you dub are the funniest? Which one do you think are the most interesting ones? So I think Nemesis is probably the most interesting. Doom Guy, I think, is the funniest, or at least one of the funniest. Although, honestly, the Subnautica guy might be more interesting than Nemesis, considering the multiple personality thing. He's probably the most interesting. Clayton Ross asks, question, what is the worst bug you've seen in a game? Not sure. There's a lot of bugs in games. Assassin's Creed's had a ton of them. They've had a ton of bugs. So let's go with that Assassin's Creed's face thing, where the faces pop off. It's creepy. Snuff, what's the craziest question you've ever been asked and or answered? Usually like sex questions regarding my wife and whatnot. This is just weird. No. The sandwich. Was Freeman's Mind by Accursed Farms at all a source of inspiration for What If Talked? So no, I actually had not heard of Freeman's Mind before What If Talked. I did What If Talked. I did a couple episodes of What If Talked videos, and somebody was like, this is just like Freeman's Mind. And I was like, what's Freeman's Mind? I had never heard of it. The only real machinima I had ever heard of or watched before doing this was Red vs. Blue. And frankly, that was all I'd really had. Like, I didn't do anything else like that. I hadn't heard of a Freeman's Mind or anything like that. So Daniel Ryan asked, will you ever play Halo 3 ODST? The Rookie is one of the most infamous mute characters. Love to hear your take on that famous character. Anyway, congrats on 100K. I do have plans to do the recruit in Halo 3 ODST. Yeah, I have plans to do that one. Travis Denninger, why don't you do full gameplays with the voices? Because that would be a lot of filler stuff. I don't find that. There would just be a ton of filler. It wouldn't be funny. Again, the reason there are cuts is because I like to do the funny bits. Like, why would you want to watch a guy just swimming around gathering stuff in the ocean when he's not saying anything funny? There wouldn't be anything good there. So yeah, that's why. Mashafim Fayez, I'm sorry I butchered that. I do not know how to say that name. How do I get rid of the furries next door? You don't. If you can't beat them, join them. But don't do that either. I can't make that suggestion for you. You do you. Let them do them. Josh Sherrard, are you planning to do more If They Talked videos? If so, what games would you use them for? So yes. Other games I have planned are like Prey, Portal, and Hollow Knight. God, so many. Javanese LV, well, this year is the worst and the best. I agree. It's 2020, man. Mr. Azamatsu, question. When you make your What If Talked videos, do you make a script first or gameplay first? I do gameplay first, then I script. You have to script to the gameplay. Again, if you want to do all like the grunts when you get hit or hurt or something like that, you got to do gameplay first. You can't just script that stuff out. Hector Palomino, do you think you'll do a video on the Subnautica DLC? No. Ibrahim Hassan, is there a person that inspired you to make this YouTube channel? Again, just lots of different YouTubers. Lots of them. Mika Paul, why did you start YouTube? Kind of been over that one, but, you know. Rin this year, can you promise more suffering? I need the sweet sounds of suffering. Yes, there will always be suffering. Always. SS Glitchers, congrats Hive. Been watching your videos since they began with the Hive Mind. Man, you've been here a long time then. Congratulations on making it that far without losing your mind. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Adele Siago, congrats man, love your vids. Thank you. Mega Man, hey, what was your series you made? Made a lot of them. Doom Guy, Subnautica, Dead Space, the Samsung Baymax. Why? N. Thief1440. What is your favorite thing to do on your channel? Probably the What If Talked videos. I like those a lot. I like doing them. They're a lot of fun. Like, what is your favorite kind of video to make for elaboration? So again, the What If Talked videos. I like voice acting. I like the whole process of coming up with lines for these characters to say and really taking them and making them not what people would think they would be. So I really like taking Doom Guy and making him this weird character who doesn't care that he's killing a bunch of demons. Like, half the time he doesn't give a crap. And I love doing that because it throws people off their groove. Most people want Doom Guy. Just Doom Guy should only say rip and tear. And that's not funny. It's not fun. It's not even all that interesting. Give Doom Guy some credit. He could say more than rip and tear. In fact, he would. I guarantee it. Because I wrote it and put it into a video. Me. asks, is there anyone who helps you with writing your scripts? So again, I mostly write the scripts by myself. I do bounce some things off of a few different people, like my wife or some of my moderators or friends that I have online. I'll bounce some things off of them if I'm having really like a lot of trouble with a line or something like that. But most of the time, it's just myself. And again, maybe my wife. Shark McCool asks, how much do you enjoy making videos? A lot. A completely normal human. What's your name? My name is Brad. Lockjaw, will you make a video for Subnautica Below Zero? Please say yes. That Subnautica parody was gold. Again, if she didn't talk, I would, but it kind of defeats the purpose. Dark Booger. Do you ever wonder why we're here? I think everybody's put here for a different reason. I was put here to make people laugh. At least I hope. Maybe. Or at least maybe just put out some stupid videos. John McBook, I'm astonished that you haven't already hit 1 million subscribers. Well, I wish I had, but thank you. Michael April, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You know, I don't care. Both are delicious. Michael April also asks, do you think doing a what if you could hear Agent 47's thoughts? Yeah, I could probably do that one. Ritmic, I remember you mentioned before the reason you won't do a face reveal is because of your job. Now that you did, does that mean you're no longer working there? I got a promotion and I'm no longer client facing. I no longer talk to clients at my job, so I don't have to worry about them seeing my face on a YouTube channel and then seeing my face in a professional setting and being like, hey, you're that idiot who makes stupid videos on YouTube. Why would I take you seriously as a professional? So there you go. Chaz Cooley, are you going to make a What If the Rookie Talked in Halo 3 ODST? If not, it's okay. If not, well, I am going to eventually. Hitty Cooper, what is your opinion on Apex Legends? I like it. It's fine. I don't really have any other opinions other than that. Knobhead Gaming, what made you start the What If Talked? Again, just random idea that I had when I couldn't think of anything else to say. Dr. Moner, are you ever going to do a What If Steve Talked in Minecraft? Yes. And who is your favorite YouTuber except yourself? You know, I have a lot of different favorite YouTubers. I don't actually watch a whole lot of YouTube, but I really like videos from a few different people. Again, I have some specific friends that I have on YouTube, like MMO Bite, Fever, Force Gaming, Lazy Peon are all people that I'm actually friends with. Cry, those are people I talk to on a regular basis and actually know and everything. And then there's people I watch videos of all the time, like Alex Myers or Peanut Butter Gamer or just a couple other people. Again, I like a lot of different people. Titan, what kind of car do you have? You know, I have a family car, which is an SUV, and then I have a small little commuter car to get me back and forth to work that is currently not being used because I don't go to work. I just stay at home now, which is great. Hopefully we will eventually get over COVID, though, and we can go back to work. But if I could stay home, that'd be great. Leviathan Hunter 2715, longtime fan of your channel. Thank you. I absolutely love the If Your Character Talks series. When did you join YouTube and why? So again, I joined YouTube back in 2012. And why is because I wanted to do MMO videos with a comedic slant because I saw some other people doing videos with a comedic slant of non-MMOs. And I thought, well, I want to do that for MMOs. And so here we are. Adrian Scovia, I've been watching you for a while and forgot to sub. Will you forgive me? Yeah, I'll forgive you. Love you, by the way, and I love you. My actual question is, do you record the funny lines in What If before or after you record the game? So again, it's all after. I come into my little booth here, which has no computer in it. I have an iPad, and that's it. And I put my script on my iPad, and I just read off of that, and I'll scream my head off in here. Carl Plunk, bacon or pancake for dinner? Why not both? Greg and Ant, so when's the next MMO review coming out? On a more serious note, what MMO are you looking forward to, and will you be making humor content with it? So I'm really looking forward to Ash's creation. I look forward to all MMOs. When an MMO is coming out, I'm really looking forward to it, no matter what it is. And yes, the next one coming out, I believe, is the expansion to World of Warcraft, and I do have plans for that, actually. So keep that in mind. Karsten, how do you come up with a dialogue in your What If Talk series? Again, just thinking about what the character would say if they were either dumb or stupid or in love or whatever it may be. You basically come up with a scenario and think, what would you say in that scenario? Or what would I say if I were dumb in that scenario? Or if I was playing the straight guy in that scenario? Because sometimes the people you're talking to are dumb. So it just kind of depends, really. Mindless14. Could you do What If the No Man's Sky protagonist talked? Yes, I will. Matthew with 1T. Have you ever had a game dev or publisher watch one of your vids and give feedback? So id has seen my Doom Guy videos and they apparently love them, supposedly. The people who did Journey to the Savage Planet have seen my video and they said they liked it. I think those are the only ones that have actually said they've seen my video and enjoyed it. I know when I was back doing MMO videos, I've had a bunch of developers, say they liked my videos and whatnot. But as far as What If Talked goes, again, id and the people who did Journey to the Savage Planet have both seen my stuff. So, yay. The Tall Person with Wings. What has your favorite What If Talked video? Or what has my favorite one been? Let's change it up and let's say Dead Space. I liked Dead Space. It was a lot of fun to do. Carl Adderby, why does Wibble still let you post videos of her and the kids, including him? Also, how does her channel? I think I've already answered this one. Carolina Jimenez, how do you come up with the humor responses? They are great. How did you become funny guy? Hope you're doing great. Again, it's upbringing. I watched a lot of humor growing up. I watched The Simpsons. I watched Frasier. I watched Friends. I watched everything I probably shouldn't have been watching when I was a kid. And that shaped my humor into what it is today. My favorite shows to watch when I was in college were things like Scrubs and The Office and Arrested Development. And just, again, I love humor. I love comedy. So, again, surround yourself with comedy and you will eventually become the funny guy, I guess. Aleph A-Man, who gave you the idea to change your channel name to Press Start to Laugh? Yeah, totally no more question here. Again, I was looking for channel names. I came up with a whole bunch of different ones, a huge list of them that I came up with. I asked my Patreon people to come up with names. And again, my brother-in-law is the one who came up with Press Start to Laugh. So that's where we ended up. Sebastian de la Canal, could you be so gentle of putting more parts of I Wonder If He Could Talk? That's the best series of videos, but the ones you already make, but just one video would be awesome. Thanks and keep up the good work. You are awesome. I think you're meaning, can I put out additional parts of the ones where I only have like one video? So like Astral Chain or Division or things like that. And eventually I might, just kind of depends on if those videos eventually take off and get more views. The reason they don't have more parts is because people didn't watch them the first time around. So maybe eventually. Jojo Futaro, will you ever voice over anyone who talks? No, it defeats the purpose. Harmless Rats. What was the motivation that made you get into content creation? Again, just I have this need to create and I have to do it, and there you go. Ryan Peterson, what is your favorite video of yourself? Do you mean like face-wise? Because I don't have one of those. I hate seeing myself. But favorite video of myself, like my favorite video, if I had to go back and watch one of my videos, if it was a What If Talked video, I would probably go back and watch Nemesis. If it was a non-What If Talked video, I would probably go back and watch like a story summary or something like that. Those are fun. 455th Engineer, will you ever do a Delta from Bioshock 2's Inner Thoughts series? Yeah, eventually. Eric Yang, normal question. Normal answer. Wessel Van Marion, what is your inspiration for making videos and who do you look up to? So, I don't really look up to anyone per se anymore. Maybe it's just because I'm older. I don't have anybody I look up to and aspire to be. But my inspiration for making videos is literally just making my family laugh. Like if I can make my wife's mother, so my mother-in-law, if I can make my mother-in-law laugh, I've done a good job. The Calculator, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. No more. Peanut Butter Sandwich Gamer. Mentioned Peanut Butter Gamer a lot here. Question, what if Jack from Bioshock Talked Part 3? When is it happening? I don't know. I can't crack the script. If I can crack it and make it funny, then you will get it. If I can't, which I haven't been able to yet, never. Printful of shirts, I guess. What made you start YouTube? What is your objective in YouTube? Started YouTube. Again, we've been over that. And what is my objective? To make people laugh. That's it. Comment 175. Hey, I really like your videos, especially the Doom Eternal series, and can't wait for future content. I hope you keep up good work you're putting into the YouTube community. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gavin Green asks, question, have you ever thought about making a Twitch channel? I have one. To stream when you play games, and do you have any pets? Again, I do have a streaming channel, twitch.tv/pressstarttolaugh. We stream like once a week, usually, maybe more than that if I can think about it, or less than that if I don't. And I have several pets, 2 cats, 2 dogs. And 4 children, if they count. Yuri Brandenburg, are you able to be one villain from a movie or video game? Who would it be and why? That's an interesting one. I'd like to be the Joker. I don't know why. Just sounds fun. Eli Romer, what do you plan on doing with the channel? Making more comedy videos. Making people laugh. That's it. Daryl G, are you going to increase the frequency of your videos? Not to sound greedy, but I need more videos and more often. Again, I wish I could. If I didn't have a normal job from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 4 kids, a wife, 2 dogs, 2 cats, a mortgage to pay and all that stuff, I would definitely increase my frequency of videos, but they do not pay the bills just yet, guys. So let's get to 1 million subscribers and then we'll talk. Scrap Caleb. Hey, I have a question. 9 out of 10 you won't see this. I did. But why did you stop the if Jack Ryan could talk in BioShock? It's Jack Ryan. Is that right? I don't know. It's just Jack, I think. I would love to see and hear the rest of it. And one more question. Will we get a Mr. X or Subject Delta could talk? So, yeah. Again, I've kind of talked about that already. But again, Mr. X, possibly, if I can feel there's enough there. And Subject Delta, possibly. Invisible Bob, how do you make your videos so funny? That's my question, because I laugh so much whenever I watch your videos. Well, again, it's just taking a situation and turning it on its head. Thinking about what would make it funny rather than scary or whatever it actually is. Rusty RL, how many takes does it take to get the what if you could talk blank fully done? Because it's probably a voiceover, so you have limited time to do the joke, right? Or is it like you're playing the game while you're doing the joke? So again, it is a voiceover, and I do have a limited time while I'm making the jokes. So again, if there's a line in between where a guy's talking and then there's another line that he says, and I have a short amount of time to make the joke, I have to fit it in there real fast. So I typically have to say it pretty quick. Or if I'm being hit or something's happening and I've got a bunch of jokes I have to make all in a row, I have to fit them in really fast. Let's see here. For a 20-minute script or a 25-minute script or so, it takes me about 2 hours to do. So about 4 takes. It takes me about 4 takes to get it right, I tend to think. Maybe more like 3. But still, it takes a long time to get it right. Mr. McPhee, do you really read all the questions in the comments? Yeah, I'm really doing it. I'm so hot right now. Oh, and What If Talked comes next. Far Cry. Larry Bird, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? 3. I need diagrams, formula, and a detailed analysis. Maybe later. To Sandra, would you please do a If the Monster from Carry On could talk? I'm thinking about it. Kyle Classified, how did you come up with the What If Talk stuff? And congratulations on 100 subs. Kinda already been over it. I'm gonna start trying to blow through these so I hopefully don't lose the battery. So let's go for this. Jensen M, hey, maybe we should do a What If the Master Chief talks in the series. Again, he does kind of talk, so no, but I'm gonna do Halo 3 OTSD, I think. So there you go. Anonymous user, when will you do more Dead Space? A couple days ago. Frank Gamer West, what was the first game you played as a kid? Again, the first one I remember is Mario, but I know I played Atari before that, but Mario. Team Suburbia, do you love us? I love you. 13 Vermin, hey, can you do a What If the Henry Stickmin talked? I'm actually thinking about that one too. I just bought the collection. Rapid Carnage, what do you think is worse? People saying Fortnite is better than Halo or Avatar The Last Bender isn't a good show. If you were saying Avatar The Last Airbender isn't a good show, you got problems. Sorry. Rich Lamb, love the work you've done so far. Keep it up a grade of 1,000. My question is, which would you choose, coffee or tea? Cheers, man. You know, I like both. It's really hard. It depends on the kind of tea and it depends on the kind of coffee. I love both. I honestly don't think I could live without either. Kinbilo, what if you talked in Raft? Oh, that's coming. Trust me. Demon Caster, continuation of Journey to the Savage Planet. Again, if people continue to watch it and it grows more views, because it didn't get a whole lot when it first came out. But if it grows more, then yeah. Great voice acting, by the way. We're using Method. Yeah, I was definitely stranded on a planet and I was looking at that meat buddy screaming my head off. Albus 50. So now that the Final Fantasy 14 AR questline got streamlined, are you going to include those or exclude those? I probably won't even touch them. Sandish, what other games do you plan to do in the What If Talk series? Again, I've kind of already talked about that. I've got a lot on my list. There's like 50 games. How much time do you spend on a single video? About 4 days. I think for a total of like 20 hours. Do you think or dream of getting 1 million? All the time. Booze and Bullets ask, what do you think about The Last of Us 2? I haven't played it really, so... Evil Zero, very good videos you upload. Could you do an Ace Combat 7? Again, a lot of people brought that up. I might eventually do Ace Combat 7. I have never played it, so maybe. Jane and Chamberlain, do you like donuts? I feel pressured to ask a question. I do. I do like donuts. I don't eat a lot of them, but I do. Ravenmine, I think if you talked videos. Thank you. Ravenmine, and what if gave you the idea to start YouTube? Again, kind of already been over that. Lots of different people, lots of different things. Savage Squad, how old are you and how does your family and friends react when you hit 100,000 subs? So I'm 35 and my family reacted very well. Again, they only started taking this seriously about a year ago and they were like, yay, cool, that's awesome. And I got a little plaque and they showed them that and they were like, oh, that's so cool. So yeah, they liked it. Barry Analyst, congratulations on 100K and well deserved. Thank you. Devin Chafin, do you remember me at Shaforfin from many years ago? Of course I remember you, Shaforfin. I always called you Shaforfin. I know it's like Chafin, but I called you Shaforfin. MMO Bite, 200K by December, make it happen. MMO Bite, buddy, bite, sticks. You know I'll make it happen. Epicness of Cows, why is your voice so soothing yet so funny? I don't know. Mega Proxford Gaming, how often does it take or how often does it take for a video to be made released? And for gameplay footage for the If People Talk series, do you use your gameplay that you used, or do you use other people's gameplay? So it's all my gameplay, because I can't use other people's gameplay. That would be weird. And again, it takes about 4 days for me to get everything done. So, yeah. Caitlin Barbo, how long has your channel been running? Almost 8 years now. Again, only 5 months, though, as Press Start to Laugh. Caitlin Barbo, love your vids. Thank you. Especially the Doom Guy ones. Thank you. Hydro Lunic, could you do a What If You Talk to Minecraft? Yes. Zephyr, you absolutely deserve 100K and every other subscriber to come. Your content is top tier, King. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Elijah Collins, what is your favorite What If Talked recording? Let's go with Division 2. I don't know. They're all my favorites, guys. I love them all. Russian Hooded Cat, are you my dad? I don't think so. I think I only got 4 kids. Are you one of my kids? Taylor Moon, question. When are you going to continue the talking in Astrochain? If the views increase, I will continue to go. But again, right now, views are low. Probably won't continue it. And final question from Star. Question, did you think you will be here today? By the way, I really loved your videos. I did not think I would be here today. Honestly, I did not think I would ever get to 100,000, but I am super glad I did. I can't be more thankful to y'all. Again, thank you all so much. I hope I answered all your questions. I am about to pass out in here. It is so hot. Thank you all so much. And again, thank you for 100,000 subscribers. I will see you again at like 250,000 subscribers or something. Thank you all, everybody. Bye-bye.